Yes. हाँ हाँ हो गया। लिस्ट ऑफ पेज भी मिलता होती है क्या? हाँ कैसे पता चलेगा किसने दिया नहीं दिया? वो मैं हाँ लेकर हाँ मैं बोला तो मैं अपने कहा देगा तो मैम का तो सर लास्ट में है सर पेपर आईडी पहले नंबर पे हेलो पेपर नंबर 284 who is there?
Yes, sir.
Rukmini.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So can I start my presentation?
पेपर नंबर से बुला रहा है तो आप ये माइक मैं
So good afternoon everyone. We are on day 5 and we'll start with the paper ID 284. I request me who is having paper
Yes,
ID
sir.
284. Please share your
Yes, sir.
screen and we can start the presentation.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes,
we
sir.
request please try to finish it in 8 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. We can start.
Is my screen visible, sir?
yes
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'll be presenting on the topic designing environmental sensitive hospital network using evolutionary optimization techniques. Yeah, this is the outline of my presentation. I'll be introducing the paperwork, the problem statement, objective of my study, and the methodology that I've used. Then finally, the results and discussion, and the conclusion and the future work. So first, for introduction, we already know that while planning any facility location, it is very important because it plays an important role in improving the accessibility, efficiency, and sustainability. And comes to not only healthcare but all the systems. Since I've considered healthcare systems, I'm focusing majorly on it. Why healthcare systems are majorly focused here is because uneven distribution can often lead to many difficulties we face in our day-to-day lifestyles. Like it increases the travel time, it gives the delays while getting the treatment, and carbon emissions or transport related emissions will also increase. So the study proposes an optimization based framework that uses p-median and genetic algorithm, which also gives a sustainable hospital site selection. So in this study, a framework that is evaluates the centralized and distributed hospital layouts. This is done under both normal conditions and disruptive conditions. The problem statement. So, what my problem statement is that due to the increase in the rapid urbanization and uneven healthcare, what happens is there is congestion and travel delays and unequal access to all the people for hospital services. So, existing hospital networks they often lack efficiency, sustainable practices, and resilience, which is nothing but to recover from disrupted states quickly. So the study examines a hospital allocation problems by comparing centralized and distributed configuration to optimize accessibility, operational efficiency, and also environmental sustainability. And oftentimes, many papers they already given operational efficiency and accessibility, but sustainability factor will often be ignored. So the objective of the study will be to develop an optimization based framework for hospital location planning, and we are using a methodology of p-median model with genetic algorithm. This is used to minimize the population weighted travel distance. We are also comparing this with centralized and distributed hospital layouts under normal and disrupted conditions, so we can see the better results and how the performance varies in such conditions. And also, this objective is to improve the accessibility, resilience, and environmental sustainability in healthcare networks. So the methodology used is the p-median model. So p-median model is nothing but it minimizes the total population weighted travel between the demand points and the hospitals. As you can see in this diagram, these triangles actually shows the hospital locations that are available, and the ones which are colored here are the ones which we are going to open. Opening all the hospital will be unnecessary, plus it increases the operation costs day to day, and also maintenance cost will be changing, and also the emissions given throughout will be changing. So what we doing here in this case is we are just selecting a few which will be more accessible to all the people around the network. So demand points are these dots, the customers. From there we are optimizing this. Then genetic algorithm. Genetic algorithm is used to solve the p-median problem due to the complex computational used here. So this already we know that genetic algorithm is a nature-inspired optimization technique which uses selection, crossover, and mutation to find the near optimal solutions. So this algorithm increases accessibility, it reduces the distance travel time, and also it supports the sustainable health planning. So these are the results and discussions that I've got through my study. So we have evaluated accessibility, efficiency, emissions, and resilience across centralized and distributed. Four scenarios have been worked out, and the results have been obtained for those. And the key matrices that I've used for comparing all these results are distances, lead time, ratio, and emissions that are associated with these. So first, accessibility results. Increasing the number of facility reduces the weighted travel distances and improves accessibility significantly. As we can see in this table, when P is 1, the mean distance and everything will be increased. And when it goes as it increases, it reduces. The distance reduces, the average distance reduces, the total kilometer reduces, and it also improves. We can also question why we are not increasing it more than 6 or 7. We can increase it after that also, but what happens after a point, everything will become into a straight line. That is, we cannot see a much difference in the improvement here. So this is the graph that is obtained while comparing the accessibility. So we can see the red line represents the improvement. Improvement increases as we increase the number of facilities, and the weighted average distance reduces. This is what we are trying to show in the study. After a point, the line becomes a straight. That's why we are considering a 6 maximum here. And performance comparison, distributed layout improves lead time coverage and reduces delay compared to the centralized system. Centralized system is just having one for the entire network, which shows the mean distance, lead time, and the delay ratio are more. For distributed, as the number of P increases, we can see the mean distance reducing and the delay also reducing. Coverage increases, which means more number of patients will be served through the distributed system. This is a performance graph for this. We are considering only delay, lead time, and mean distance here. All the three are reducing as the number of facilities increases. So emission and resilience. So carbon emission should decrease with distributed facility here. Carbon emissions here is considered only for the transportation addition, not for the entire system. So the resilience will improve under disruptions. So what happens in the first case, we can see when 1 to 6p is increasing, the fitness value is decreasing, which means the carbon emissions is also decreasing. And here the baseline distance we are considering as 1, and as the P increases, disruptions due to the external factors are considered, and we can see how much disruption is caused in the delay. VIR is also reducing. This is nothing but break. Uh, yeah. So VRA also reduces in the first scenario and the second scenario. We can see the percentage that is being shown here. These are the comparison graphs. For the first one, we can see fitness value and the transportation reduces as number of facility increases. And for the second one, we can see the baseline is straight, but when it comes to the second part of the graph, we can see the baseline is slightly higher and then it reduces. Comparing it with the VIR and the disruptions in the first and the second respectively, top and bottom respectively. And VIR is baseline index ratio in this case. So the conclusion over here is the proposed P median framework evaluates centralized versus distribution healthcare layouts. So what we can see through the results that we have obtained is that distributed facility performs better in many cases, which in turn improves the accessibility, reduces the delay, and lowers carbon emissions. We can see there is a major performance that is achieved when facilities increase from 1 to 3 and slight increase from 4 to 6. And if we increase the number of P further again, we can see very slight changes. That's why we have stopped with only 6 facilities here. And future, we can also include dynamic demand effects and traffic congestion, capacity constraints, and GIA based decision support tools. Thank you.
So, any questions from the
Yes, sir.
any question from the online audience? Okay, there is no question. Then I thank Mr. Green for the presentation.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. You can stop presenting the slide.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Our next talk of the session is paper ID P86. May I request you please share the slides and we can start.
Good afternoon, sir. Is my slides are visible?
Yes, now you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Me, Dr. Aarti Sehgal, along with my co-authors, Dr. Vidya Tyagi and Dr. Kamini Rai, are going to present the research paper on the title Human-Computer Collaboration and AI-Enabled Work Design, the mediating role of perceived algorithmic fairness in shaping workplace well-being. The presentation shall be delivered by me, Dr. Aarti, and Dr. Kamini Rai. This will be the flow of the presentation, the introduction, literature review, followed by objectives, research methodology, conceptual framework, results, and conclusion. In the introduction part, we start with an increase in the usage and the adoption of artificial intelligence, and its integration into organizational context has changed the traditional work designs like nature of work, decision making, authority, employee technology interaction to a new forms of managerial function requirements such as recruitment screening, workflow, followed by performance analytics and behavioral monitoring. The theoretical advancements in human-centered AI further emphasizes the need to design systems that put human values, transparency, and fairness ahead of the technology performance. Followed by employees' perception of AI-related opportunities, which are positively correlated with the workplace well-being through informal learning practices, with perceived danger of unemployment serving as a crucial border condition. Followed by the next plan of presentation, the literature review. We have, on the basis of the literature review, we have formalized two objectives, and on the basis of the objective, we have formalized 10 hypotheses. From the objective number one, we have come up with the three hypotheses. The first one is the workplace well-being is significantly improved by human-computer collaboration quality. The second hypothesis is the workplace well-being is significantly improved by AI-enabled job autonomy. The third hypothesis is the workplace well-being is significantly improved by AI rule clarity. The second objective, wherein the fourth hypothesis is the perceived algorithmic fairness, which is significantly improved by the AI-enabled job autonomy. The fifth hypothesis is the perceived algorithmic fairness, which is significantly improved by the human collaboration, computer collaboration quality. The sixth hypothesis is the perceived algorithmic fairness, which is significantly improved by AI rule clarity. The second objective is the continued in the form of the mediation analysis. We have four more objective hypotheses. We have hypothesis number seven is the workplace well-being is significantly improved by the perceived algorithmic fairness, followed by the eighth workplace well-being and human-computer collaboration quality, which is mediated by the perceived algorithmic fairness. The ninth, AI-enabled job autonomy and workplace well-being are mediated by perceived algorithmic fairness. And the last hypothesis is the association between AI rule clarity and workplace well-being, which is mediated by the perceived algorithmic fairness. Kamini ma'am.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, coming to the research methodology part, so this study focused on specific target population comprising individuals who work in AI augmented role across service and knowledge intensive industries. We collected responses from 465 respondents who are residing in Delhi NCR and who are working professionals. But from 465 responses, we use only 417 responses for data analysis purpose because 48 responses were invalid, and the age bracket of respondents was 24 to 50 years. However, majority of respondents belong to age bracket of 28 to 35 years, and we use purposive sampling method for the data collection. Why we use purposive sampling method? To ensure a focus on respondents performing tech related jobs and using AI to perform their jobs. Furthermore, we itemize sampling approach, and in the questionnaire we had around 21 items, and we collected data from 417 respondents, which were considered enough for this study. And for further analysis, we use CFA and structural equation modeling using Smart PLS 4.0. Next slide. Uh, we collect data from the working professional of Delhi NCR, from the service industries, as well as from the knowledge intensive industries. From the service intensive industries, we take respondents data from IT, information technology service, banking and financial services, healthcare and hospital services, higher education and edtech, as well as consulting and professional services. Next slide. Coming to the conceptual framework, from the extensive literature review, we identified three independent variables, that is human computer collaboration quality, AI enabled job autonomy, and AI role clarity. We also identified a mediating variable, that is perceived algorithmic fairness, as well as DV, which is workplace well-being. Next slide. To check the reliability and the validity of the construct, confirmatory factor analysis was conducted using Smart PLS 4.0. CFA is the statistical tool used to check the true representative of different variables, and we found that factor loading, which is FL, which is an indicator of reliability, found above the threshold limit, that is 0.70. Similarly, Cronbach alpha, this is the Cronbach alpha. So Cronbach alpha, which is the measure of internal consistency as well as composite and construct reliability, found above the threshold limit, that is 0.70. Further, the average variance extracted, which is AVE. So AVE is the measure of convergent validity, which is also exceeding 0.05 above the threshold limit. And VIF, which is value inflated factor, which is a measure of multicollinearity among items, were found appropriate as per the standard norms. Further, to access the discriminant validity, we used STMP ratios. Next slide, please. To test the relationship among variables in the hypothesized model, we use structural equation modeling approach. The results of direct path are shown in this table, as well as in the next table, we have shown the mediation analysis. This table represents that the AI role clarity, perceived algorithmic fairness have direct influence on workplace well-being. The finding indicate that human-centric collaboration quality has no direct impact on WWB. This may be due to involvement of some other factors in this relationship. Thus, S2, S3, and S7 are supported by the results. Similarly, the results also supported the significant impact of AI-enabled autonomy and human-computer collaboration quality on the perceived algorithmic fairness, but impact of AI role clarity on perceived algorithmic fairness was not found to be significant. Thus, if H4 and H5 are also supported by the results. We also examined, next slide please. We also examined the role of mediating variable, that is IDVs, and between the relationship of IDVs and DV. So perceived algorithmic fairness fully mediate the relationship between computer collaboration quality, which is H8, and workplace well-being. The same result found with H10, which is AI role clarity and workplace well-being. However, in H9, whereas we found the partial mediation role of perceived algorithmic fairness in AI-enabled job autonomy and work well and WWB. Next, Artim, coming to the structural model results. So, to check the predictive power of the model, we test R square and adjusted R square. R square measures the proportion of dependent variables explained by independent variables, whereas adjusted R square measures the fairness of model after correcting the extra variables. The results showed that 44.6% of average variance is explained by the predictors. The model account for 49.3% of variables in dependent construct, demonstrating strong predictive power. Further, the in the same slide we have model fit index. So NFI found 0.86, as well as SMR found 0.06, and which is as per the standard norms. Conclusion part, Aarti ma'am.
So the conclusion of the study says that the findings of the study suggest that the human-computer collaboration improves employee well-being while AI systems are developed to support rather than replace human agency. Further, the study recognizes perceived algorithmic fairness as an important psychological mechanism integrating AI-enabled work design, which also which also acts as positively, followed by the employees exhibit greater psychological comfort and satisfaction when algorithmic decisions are observed as transparent and consistent. Lastly, this study reveals that AI adoption demands for balancing technological innovation with human values, upholding that AI systems augments meaningfully to the well-being of the employees. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rai and Dr. Sehgal, for
Any
since we are running late, so I request the next speaker, who is the with paper ID 482, to share the presentation and start your presentation.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Singham Roshita. I am from MLRIT Institute of Technology. Uh, Today, I am going to present about our project titled Multi-Cloud Architecture for High Availability and Failure Prevention. This is the outline of our what I'm going to present today. Today, I'm going to cover about introduction and problem statement, proposed system, implementation, results and performance, conclusion. Coming to introduction, cloud computing is widely used for storing data and running applications. However, organizations that depend on a single cloud provider may face challenges like service outages, vendor lock-in, and data loss. To overcome these limitations, we propose multi-cloud architecture where data and services are distributed across multiple cloud providers. Our system also uses security mechanisms like identity based encryption, authentication, and access control to prevent sensitive data. The main goal of this project is to provide secure, scalable, and high available cloud environment. Coming to proposed system, the proposed system uses multi-cloud architecture to improve high availability, fault tolerance, and security. Instead of storing data in a single cloud, workload and data is distributed across multiple cloud providers. We use identity-based encryption to secure data and access control mechanisms to restrict unauthorized access. Data replication and automatic failure failover helps maintain services even when one cloud provider experiences a failure. This approach also reduces a vendor lock-in and improves disaster recovery. Like data can be uh, retrieved from other cloud providers even if one cloud provider is failed. Next, coming to implementation. To implement the system, we created a simulated multi-cloud environment. User data is protected using IBE authentication and access control mechanisms. As data is replicated across multiple cloud platforms, this helps to improve the reliability and accessibility. Automatic failover mechanisms continuously monitors the cloud availability. According to the availability of the cloud, uh, it switches the services to other cloud whenever the failure occurs in the present cloud. Next, coming to results and performance, the results show that the multi-cloud architecture improves the fault tolerance and service availability. Downtime is reduced through automatic cloud switching and redundancy mechanisms. The system provides secure and reliable data storage through encryption and authentication. Workload is distributed across multiple clouds to improve the overall performance. This is a graph about the service availability versus cloud. Like in normal operations, we do have a single cloud where we are implementing multiple like multi-cloud architecture. So we have a if we take Azure, GCP, and AWS as three cloud service providers, it will select one cloud as a primary cloud. So if any failover occurs, it automatically switches to the secondary cloud providers based on the availability of the cloud. In conclusion, the proposed system multi-cloud architecture successfully improves the high availability, fault tolerance, and data security. By distributing data and services across multiple cloud providers, the system reduces the dependency on a single cloud and ensures continuous service availability. Overall, our solution provides a secure, scalable, reliable, and efficient environment for modern cloud based applications and disaster recovery. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Yoshika. Uh, the session is open for the quick question. If anyone from the online attendees can ask. Okay, if no question, then we thank Dr. Yoshika for the presentation. Now I request uh, presenter with paper ID 486 to share your screen and start the presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I
Yes.
audible to everyone? Am I
Yes,
audible to
yes, you are
everyone?
audible. Please share your screen.
Okay, fine, sir, thank you. Sir, is my screen visible now?
Can you make
Hello?
it full screen?
Uh, is my screen is visible?
Yes, probably can you turn it so it could be bigger or we can see because it's very small.
This is PDF form.
I think she's using the phone.
You can zoom it.
Locate your
Sir, is it visible
screen.
now?
No, it is not visible. You can zoom it out.
Now is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible, but it is
Not readable.
like it's very small. So can you like locate your screen? I guess you are presenting with the mobile phone.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So please like locate your screen.
Now is it visible?
Uh,
Can I proceed with my presentation?
I think you can start. You can start, I guess. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Myself, Fidelity Smarty, research scholar from Law College, Dehradun, faculty of Uttarakhand University. Today, I am going to present my paper entitled AI Application in Analyzing Marriage and Manipulation. Basically, this paper is a conceptual review paper and it talks about how artificial intelligence can be used to study marriage and human relations. Basically, my paper is focused on how AI can analyze legal documents, court cases, counseling records, social media posts, online forums, and digital behavior to understand relationship patterns, emotional issues, domestic conflicts, public opinion, and legal problems related to marriage and relationship. So, before discussing the role and advantage of AI in analyzing relationships, I would like to narrate some concepts of marriage and living relations. Basically, marriage is a formal relationship between two people that is usually accepted by law, society, and sometimes religion. In marriage, parties to the marriage may have legal rights, responsibilities related to family, property, children, maintenance, and separation. While on the other hand, a living relationship means two people live together like a couple without being legally married. So basically based more on personal choices, emotional compatibility, and mutual understanding rather than formal legal or religious foundation. Now, while this existing traditional methods of analyzing relationship are limited, so there are so many factors responsible, and the first one is limited data. The traditional existing methods are usually depend on interviews, survey, counseling notes, and legal research. These systems cannot easily study large amounts of data from social media, court cases, online forums, and digital behavior. And the next responsible factor is time consuming. Basically, manual reading of relationship records, counseling transcripts, or court judgment takes a lot of time, and that is why it is difficult for researchers or lawyers to find out the patterns very quickly. Next one is human bias. Basically, the traditional analysis may be affected by personal opinions, social beliefs, or cultural bias. For example, if people may judge marriage and living relationship differently, they are based on their own values, their own perception about these kinds of relationships. Next one is the traditional method of analyzing relationships cannot detect the hidden patterns easily. These small changes in communication, like emotions, conflicts, or behavior, may be missed by the traditional analysis methods. Now, what is the role of AI in analyzing marriage and living relationships? Basically, the first role is the analysis of emotional and communication skills. AI can study counseling records, social media posts, online forums, and messages to understand the emotion, communication, dissatisfaction, stress, or conflict between the partners. Now, the legal analysis, AI can also analyze the court cases and legal documents related to marriage, divorce, domestic violence, child custody, and living relationships. It can help identify the legal patterns, the judge's decisions, and the legal gaps existing. The prediction of relationship issues. AI can also use machine learning and predict analytics to find early signs of relationship problems such as emotional distance, frequent conflict, and negative communication or possible breakup or divorce. Now, AI is also useful in understanding public opinion. AI can analyze social media and online discussion to understand how society views marriage, living relationships, gender roles, and relationship laws. Now, how AI can be useful in understanding relationship patterns? So, it is useful in many aspects such as understanding the communication patterns, the emotional patterns, the conflict patterns, and the legal social patterns. Now, uh, in conclusion of my research paper, it can be easily said that AI can be useful tool for analyzing marriage and living relationships. It can study large amounts of data from court cases, legal documents, counseling records, social media posts, and online platforms to find patterns related to emotional conflicts and public opinion and legal cases as well. Further, AI should be used very carefully because relationships and family matters are sensitive. Issues like privacy, bias, cultural differences, and lack of transparency must be handled properly. AI should support human judgment, but it should not replace judges, lawyers, or policymakers. Overall, this paper eventually concludes that AI can improve relationship analysis, legal reform, and conflict support if it is used ethically and with utmost responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kumari, for doing this work and showing up how AI can be used for social problems. Uh,
Yes, sir?
if anyone has any query, they can ask. If not, then I'd like to thank Ms. Kumari for presenting the work. And now I request, thank you, Ms. Kumari, you can disconnect. You can stop presenting your work, right? And now I request with paper ID 511.
Good afternoon, sir. Shall I present paper ID 515?
No, 511, please.
Oh,
After this 515.
Yes.
Yeah, this Archer. Please, you can share the slides and start your presentation.
Uh, Good morning, everyone. My name is Achal Karande. I am from Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Dattamegi University, Varda. Today I am presenting here a paper titled name Circular Economy Redesigning Tech Supply Chains for Sustainability. Nowadays, technologies such as uh, artificial intelligence, IoT, cloud computing, and 5G networks have grown very rapidly. This advancement have increased the demand for electronic devices all over the world. While technology improves our lifestyle and economic growth, it also creates serious environmental challenges. One of the biggest problem is the rapid increase in electronic waste, which is also known as e-waste. Millions of electronic products are discarded every year, leading to pollution and excessive use of natural resources like lithium, cobalt, and rare earth metals. Traditional supply chain follow a linear model called take, make, and dispose, where products are manufactured, used, and finally throw away. This model is not sustainable for the future. To solve this issue, the circular economy model promotes reuse, repair, refurbishment, remanufacturing, and recycling of products and materials. It helps in reducing waste and improving resource efficiency. Coming to objectives, the main objective of the research is to study the role of a circular economy in developing sustainable technology supply chains. Second is to understand how modular product design and recycling methods can reduce electronic waste and extend product lifespan. Third is to analyze the contribution of digital technologies such as IoT, blockchain, and artificial intelligence in improving circular economy practices. Uh,
Uh, Now let's understand what is circular economy. A circular economy is a sustainable economic system designed to eliminate waste and continuously reuse resources. Unlike the traditional linear economy model, which follows the process of take, make, and dispose, the circular economy focuses on keeping products and material in use for as long as possible. The major principle of circular economy uh, include product durability, reuse, repair, refurbishment, recycling, and resource recovery. The approach helps in reducing environmental population, conserving natural resources, lowering production costs, and creating sustainable business opportunities. In the technology sector, circular economy practices can significantly reduce electronic waste and improve the sustainability of supply chain. Uh, Coming to the role of digital technology act as a major enabler of circular economy practices. Technologies such as IoT, blockchain, artificial intelligence, and digital twins help improve transparency, efficiency, and lifecycle management in supply chains. Blockchain technology improves traceability. IoT sensor are used for real-time monitoring. Artificial intelligence and digital twins are used to optimize reverse logistics. Overall, these technologies make circular supply chain smarter, more efficient, and more sustainable. Here is a flowchart of our advanced recycling methods. Uh, to overcome all the limitation or traditional recycling method, advanced recycling technologies are being developed for better recovery of valuable material from electronic waste. One of the technologies such as bioleaching uses microorganism to extract metal in an eco-friendly manner, while ionic liquid extraction provides high recovery efficiency and lower environmental impact. Let us see benefits of a circular economy. The adoption of a circular economy provides environmental, economic, and operational benefits. From an environmental perspective, it helps reduce electronic waste, greenhouse gas emission, and excessive mining of raw materials. Economically, circular practices lower production costs by reducing dependence on virgin resources and create new business models such as products as a service, which is called as pass, and refurnished electronics market. Operationally, digital technologies improve supply chain transparency, reverse logistic efficiency, and product traceability. uh, Let us see the methodology. This study follows a descriptive and analytical research methodology. The research is based on the information collected from the research papers, industry reports, policy documents, and real world case studies related to circular economy practices. The methodology mainly focuses on two areas: stakeholder role analysis and benefit analysis. Stakeholder analysis examines the responsibility of manufacturer, supplier, consumer, recycler, and regulatory authorities. And this study also evaluates environmental, economic, and operational benefits of circular economy adoption. Let us discuss future plan and outcomes. Uh, in the future, circular economy practices as expected to become more advanced and widely adopted across technology industries. Smart recycling systems, AI powered life cycle management, and digital product passport will improve product tracking and sustainability. The development of a localized recycling hubs and smart reverse logistics system will also strengthen supply chain resilience and resource security. Overall, future circular supply chains are expected to become more sustainable, intelligent, and environmentally friendly. The challenges that came in although sorry circular economy offer many benefits. Sorry, One major challenge is the high initial investment required for sustainable technologies and recycling infrastructure. Another challenge is the lack of standardized global policies and regulation for circular economy practices. Uh, and there are many like a consumer awareness issue, complex reverse logistic, and limited recycling infrastructure. Uh, uh, Now I conclude. Circular economy is essential for sustainable tech growth. Modular design and digital technologies improve sustainability. Uh, Advanced recycling enables resource recovery. Collaboration among industry, consumers, and government is necessary. Circular economy creates a resilient and future-ready technology ecosystem. Uh, so I conclude from the message from waste to value through sustainable innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Arjun. Thank you, Arjun, for introducing the benefits of circular economy. And this, we move to our next lecture. And we have a small request. We have with us Dr. Julie Joshi, who is presenting the paper ID 697. And if she has some work, so she is requested to present early. And if all the speakers are okay, we can listen first, and then all the presentations can go on in the regular way. So, if all are okay, I request Dr. Julie Joshi to present her work. Yeah.
Speak on.
Good afternoon, respected judges. Today, my name is Dr. Ieee and I am here to present a paper on artificial intelligence as a catalyst for HR analytics, adoption, and strategic value creation. And my co-author name are Dr. Amita Sharma and Dr. Nidhi Bedia. So, my presentation outline will be introduction, then I will go move forward to review of literature, research gap, HR analytics model supporting AI-driven adoption, expected outcomes of AI-driven HR analytics adoption, future research directions, and conclusion. So, in introduction, I would like to start my presentation with one line that artificial intelligence is not replacing human intelligence. Artificial intelligence is enhancing human potential. So nowadays, people are getting feared of this thing that artificial intelligence are taking their jobs because we can see nowadays so many companies are laying off employees, and when someone asks them that why they are laying off in such a number, so they are saying that because of artificial intelligence, they have to lay off some employees. But the thing is, we can move forward with artificial intelligence by learning the skills and competencies with it. So, introduction is like there are three major things involved in my research paper. One is HR analytics, second is artificial intelligence, and third is strategic value creation. So, human resource analytics helps organization analyze employee-related data to support strategic and operational decisions. Traditionally, in HR, people used to recruit employees. HR used to recruit employees and the training and development. Every function went like a traditional way. But after HR analytics introduced in the organization and the data has been used in a very professional way, and the major decisions has been taken in the organization. But the main thing is it should be used in a proper manner. And now the research gap. We have analyzed various research papers in our review of literature. So we got to know that there are so many papers available on on artificial intelligence and its importance in organizational performance as well as on HR analytics. But there are very few or low number of people related to artificial intelligence driven HR analytics to improve organizational performance. So we got motivated to work on this kind of paper. The main objectives are to examine the role of AI in facilitating HR analytics adoption in organizations, to analyze how AI-driven HR analytics supports strategic decision making in HR, and to understand the contribution of HR analytics adoption to strategic value creation and organizational performance. So we go through various research papers, and with the help of those research papers, we have made this HR analytics model. First is HR analytics adoption. So we got to know that HR analytics was on an evolution stage in various organizations. Second is HR analytics value chain. So firstly, HR work on data gives them insights. With the help of those insights, the HR is going to take decision in the organization and it generates value. The third is AI-enabled HR analytics adoption model. So in this, there are three things which are important. Like first is strategic value is equal to technological readiness, human readiness, and strategic alignment. Firstly, the company should be well versed with the technology. Then the thing is the change is the only thing in this world which is constant. So the person who is not able to change with the environment, that person will get perished. So just like that, if a person is not able to adopt HR analytics properly, then that organization will be at doom. The last thing is strategic HR analytics impact model. So AI-driven HR system support organizational capability building when aligned with strategy. So expected outcomes, because this research paper is right now on ongoing stage. So we are going to work on it. Like right now, it is on descriptive research type, but we are going to collect samples from the various organizations, and the expected outcome will be expect like improved quality of HR decision making, enhanced strategic alignment of HR functions, increased HR analytics adoption and maturity. Future research directions, we are going to use the tool regression analysis and structural equation modeling to work on the future study. The conclusion is the findings suggest that AI strengthens the adoption of HR analytics by reducing skill gaps, data complexity, and enhancing the credibility of insights for decision making. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
I want. Hello. If anyone has any questions, they can ask. If not any questions, then we can move forward. The paper ID 515.
Yes, sir. Shall I present?
You can share your screen.
Yes, sir.
यहाँ से
Am I visible?
yeah, it's visual. Please make it slideshow. Okay. Thank you. You can proceed now.
Okay. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to present on the topic an integrated data mining framework for early detection of mental health disorders. I'm Richa and I'm from Nagaland University, Roorkee. The first slide is the introduction, and this paper is a conceptual review paper. It's talk about using AI and data mining to find mental health problems early, such as depression, anxiety, stress, and bipolar disorder. It collects information from different sources like hospital records, social media posts, smartwatches, mobile phones, and mental health questionnaires. Then machine learning models study this data to find warning signs in a person's behavior, mood, sleep, activity, or tics. And the paper also talk about keeping this sensitive data safe using blockchain. Overall, the main idea to help doctors detect mental health problems earlier and take action sooner. Now come to this slide for and what are the mental health disorders? Then mental health disorders are conditions that affect a person's thinking, mood, emotions, and behaviors. They can make daily and difficult, such as studying, working, sleeping, talking to people, or making decisions. Common examples include depressions, anxiety, bipolar disorders, stress-related disorders, and PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorders. In simple words, mental health disorders are problems related to the mind and emotions that affect how a person feels, thinks, and acts. Then, why is early detection of mental health disorders important? Early detection of mental health disorder means finding the signs of problems like depression, anxiety, stress, or bipolar disorder at an early stage. And early detection is important because it helps a person get support and treatment before the problem becomes serious. And when symptoms are noticed early, doctors, family members, or counselors can help the person sooner. It can improve recovery, reduce suffering, and prevent the disorders from affecting studies, work, relationship, and daily life. And the paper is also says that the early identifications can reduce the need for more serious clinical treatment later. For example, if a person starts feeling sad, tired, and uninterested in everything, early detection can help identify depressions before it becomes severe. And similarly, if someone worries too much, when someone worries too much every day, early support can help control anxiety before it badly affects their life. Then limitations of traditional mental health diagnosis method, and there are many limitations. First one is the time consuming. These methods can take a lot of time because the doctor needs to ask many questions and understand the patterns of conditions carefully. And second point is that it depends on patient answers. Sometimes patients may not
बाकी
explain
दो तीन तीन के बाद मतलब खत्म हो जाएगा
Sometimes patients
तो तुम
cannot explain their feelings clearly. They may forget symptoms, hide problems, or feel uncomfortable sharing personal details. The next point is bias problem. The result can be affected by the patient's own thinking or by the doctor's judgment. But this means that the diagnosis may not always be fully accurate. And the last point is that ignore continuous monitoring. The traditional method usually check the patients only at one time, and they do not track daily changes in mood, sleep, behavior, stress, or activity. For example, a person may feel anxious or depressed for many days, but may seem normal during a doctor visit. Because of this, the problem may be missed. Then how is AI used for early detection of mental health disorders? AI is used to find early warning signs of mental health disorders by studying the person's data and behavior patterns. Then first point is that data collection. AI can collect and analyze data from different sources like social media, posts, hospital records, wearable devices, smartphone usage, and self-report surveys. The next point is the pattern detection. Then AI looks for the changes in mood, sleep, activity, text, and behavior. For example, if a person is sleeping less, reading less, or writing more negative posts, then AI can identify these possible warning signs. Then next point is our machine learning model. Machine learning models such as HBM, decision trees, random forest, CNN, LCSS, like that, and it can be used to classify whenever a person may be at risk of depression, anxiety, stress, or other mental health problems. And last point is output. After analyzing the data, AI can generate risk scores, alerts, or summarize for doctors, caregivers, or users. These outputs can help people to get support earlier. Then come to the next slide. What kind of sensor feature detect these possible warning signs of anxiety or depression? Then benefits of using AI for mental health detections. The first one is that early detection. AI can help find mental health problems at the earliest stage by noticing the small changes in mood, sleep, activity, or behavior. And this helps people get supports before the problem becomes serious. The next point is continuous monitoring. AI can monitor data from smartphones, wearable devices, social media, and self-report surveys, reports, and apps. This ensures that the system is always updated. regularly. Then next point is faster analysis. Then AI can suppose large amounts of data quality quickly. Large amount of data quickly can it can find patterns that may be difficult